Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, the world of Wayne. We now have stage 7 of the Fanhome release and Build the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger. Short video today on account that I'm going for my COVID jab later on today, and then I've got a 300-mile round trip, which for that reason means there's no live stream tonight. So if you are tuning in to see a live stream at 8 o'clock, it's not on tonight, so I'll be back on Thursday for my usual live streams. But before I get into the magazine, check this out that we've got. Look at that in this lovely folder. Now, this is kind of like what we had with the other Fanhome release, which was the Iron Man in this lovely protective folder here. And then we've got some prints in it. So what I'll do is I'll take these out. I'll just show you both sides of that. Look, check that out. And then we've got some different Dodges that are featured in the film. So we've got the Dodge Challenger looking like that. I'm trying to show you a picture of it without the glare of the light there. Dodge Charger RT, this is what we're building. And then we've got the Dodge Charger Off-Road. Check that one out. That looks absolutely brilliant. Now, these are really big pictures. I think they are is it A3? They're two size A4. So, yeah, they're about A3 size. So, I'm going to have to put some of these, I reckon, when I'm doing the builds behind me here. Because I do like to have something themed behind me. At the moment, I've just got my ET, spaceship, Slimer, Iron Man armor, and as you can see, I'm building the Jaws shark at the moment. I've been painting that yesterday, so we are getting on with that. Now today, we're going to be working on the front chassis. Now this is the magazine. The brilliant thing about this release is you get a magazine for every stage that we're doing. And obviously it tells you about the car, and it also tells you about the Fast and Furious franchise of films. But as you can see, got some sections for the front chassis here. We're going to be fitting these together. So at the end, we have got K-member and front roll bar. That's what they're actually calling this. I'll just continue just showing you other details of the magazine here. And then finally, they don't actually tell us what's coming in the next stage. You'll have to look out for that one. I think for this one, because it's quite a fiddly build, this one, I am going to probably do a video or a stage per video, just so I can actually get to grips with what we're actually building at the moment. But we have built quite a lot at the moment. It's sitting on the shelf at the moment. But without further ado, let's get on with stage 7. Let's get cracking. Now, I don't need the previous parts for this one, so we're just going to be working on what's exactly in the pack here. So we need the chassis cross member, which looks like this. This is metal, and then we've got a cover for it, which is plastic, which is actually just going to fit inside the groove that we can just see there. So this is just going to go in all the way around like this to seal that to make one piece. Now, to hold that in place, we've got 2 screw holes here, so we're going to be putting some CM screws in there. Now, if you're new to the channel, a screw on these builds that end in an M means it's going into metal. If it ends in a P, it means it's going into plastic. And what you will find is that, like you just saw me there, I've just dipped this screw in a tiny bit of oil because we're going into metal. And the reason for doing that, it just helps the screw go in a lot tidier. Should it need to cut a thread through the paint in that chassis part, to be honest with you, it just makes your whole life easier. There we go. So that's the cover in the cross member there. Now we're going to take the rear end of the chassis, which again is metal, and this is just going to follow the shape that we've got here and just fit over the top just like that. This is going to be held in with 2 different screws just into these holes here, and they are KM screws. Once again, just a little bit of oil in there. And that's one. Put one just in the other side there. Just like this. And there we go. That's all completed one piece now. We can put that to one side because we're going to be working on the roll bar. Now, I've known these called anti-roll bars. That's what I think we call them in the UK. They're also known as sway bars, torsion bars. They've got so many different names, these things. But we need it this way up with this section pointing upwards. We've got a drop link here, which is just going to go underneath this section here, and it's going to be held in with another screw, which is a DP screw. 3 different kinds of screws in this build, or today's build. Not quite sure how many different kinds of screws there are in the whole build. But I can see this bit a little bit tricky to get in, this one. holding it with my hand underneath to make sure that's tight. And there we go. That's the first drop link in. We'll do the same on the other side. And there we go. That's both drop links in place. Obviously pointing down, while the center section here is pointing up. We're then going to be attaching the anti-roll bar just to the rear chassis section here that we've done with these little anchor clips here, and they have got a lug in here which is going to help us to locate it on each corner. So they're going to go on kind of like that there. I'm going to put one side in first and then I'll do the other one. They're held in with CM screws. So I've got one here. Screw that in. I'm not putting it in all the way. I have dropped a bit of oil in there just to hold that in so I can line up the next side. And that's the next side one going in. Just like that. So now that is looking just like that. This should be able to turn because obviously we're going to be attaching this to suspension, and I believe that's probably what we're going to be working on in the next few stages. But looking at that, that's all there is to do in that stage. Now I have just realised before we end that I always miss something. In the first stage we put 2 screws in. It's actually 3. There's one through the middle here as well. So I've got that one in as well. See, you thought I'd miss that and you were ready to write in the comments, but no, I got it. There you go. See, if I didn't miss something or make a mistake in any video, these videos would be boring, and you know it. Anyway, listen, I really do hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Remember, there's no live stream tonight. Hopefully, live streams will return back on Thursday. And we've got 3 more episodes of this to be coming in the next couple of weeks. So take care of yourselves and of each other.